What just screams this couple isn't going to make it? His $700 OnlyFans monthly bill. Their wedding is in July. Excessive humble bragging posts. Almost all the couples I've seen who do that on my social media are now broken up. I can't help but feel like there's a correlation. Every time they argue, one of them starts talking about divorce. Having a fix-it baby. Controlling the other's actions. Won't let them see friends, family, do hobbies or really anything alone and for themselves. Not giving each other the benefit of the doubt when a miscommunication or something happens. Quick to just assume the worst or habits. When one party starts a fight in order to keep the relationship interesting or spice things up. While conflicts or arguments are pretty normal, starting up one for the sake of not having a boring relationship is bonkers to me. Passive-aggressive nitpicking. When they take constant little digs at each other in a group setting. They may even claim to be joking, but you can tell they're not. One party making a whole fuckton of concessions for the other, and that being unidirectional. One person is compromising, but the other is just taking and getting everything they want with no compromise in return. Desperate people let themselves get taken advantage of because they're worried they'll never find another partner, or they'll be too old to have kids soon, or whatever. The second someone who isn't selfish comes along to attract the downtrodden partner, or when the selfish prick hits them or some other such Rubicon crossing, the relationship falls apart like wet tissue paper. When the groom smashes the cake into the bride's face. Constantly plastering their relationship all over social media. Constantly one being needy or controlling or manipulative. When they have vastly different family goals. For example, one wants children and the other doesn't. Joint social media account. Contempt. When they're far more concerned about the wedding than the marriage. Constant arguments, distancing from each other, no chemistry anymore. Correcting each other in public when it's unnecessary. Joking but really being mean. Sly comments and put downs. Oh, we just joke around like that. Okay. Always sniping at each other. People have to like, admire, and respect each other, generally speaking, for a strong relationship. Reading the "Am I the asshole?" threads and reading all the "My spouse suggested we open the marriage up to explore reasons" posts. Contempt for the other person's hobbies, job, friends, values, abilities. They already fantasize about being with other people. When they consistently put the other one down in front of friends or family. Kissing photos on social media the first week of dating. Denying anything could ever be wrong. If they have strongly conflicted plans for their future. Either means they'll break up eventually, or one or both of them will end up in an unhappy compromise. Cat, I give him 6 months. Child, what makes you say that? Cat, I dunno, home? Oh, remember Diane's 35th birthday party when Diane and Mr. Peanut Butter got in a huge screaming match over whether or not Tony Curtis was dead? One that I haven't seen mentioned yet when the mother, family, or friend dictates the relationship. I understand pointing out legitimate concerns, red flags out of concern. But the amount of jealousy and toxic behavior I come across on Reddit of the mother family friend intentionally ruining the relationship with the help of the SO is insane. I love that the top comment is a game advertisement that says fast-paced shootout. That's technically the best answer. Moving too fast. Tagging the partner in Joker Harley Quinn memes or comics on Facebook. Listening to G-Eazy. Coming on here to ask for marital advice. They don't value their own privacy. When their jokes about the other are mean and not funny at all. When the relationship is adversarial and not nurturing. Your partner should literally be that. A partner on a team who supports you and shares both wins and losses. Too many people think a relationship is zero-sum and have to win within it. Pure unhappiness. correcting minor, irrelevant details when the other is telling a story to a separate group. So last Thursday, we went to the Olive Garden, and just as the breadsticks arrived, you wouldn't believe it, but my old college roommate, who I haven't seen in years, gets seated at the table next to us. Actually, honey, it was when the salad arrived. When my ex-best friend said she was mad at her girl, so while her girl was driving she sat in the passenger seat and put the car in park. Also had the cops called on them a couple of times. Still together, always post captions like "we have our hard times but we are so strong together, give me a break." When they constantly talk to other people about problems in the relationship. When one refuses to even listen to the advice of the other, or, to be more obvious, when there is a lot of cheating. Smashing cake in her face at their wedding. We've definitely had our ups and downs and exclusively refer to each other as king queen. When the girl has abandoned her own identity to cater to what he wants. They can't do group gatherings without getting into a fight. Being derisive or condescending to one another. I know people that post about their wonderful soulmate, but they change up the BF about every 6 months. Everyone is the one. Until he's not anymore. Heard a female friend say about her fiancé, "Oh, he's my little project." Lasted just over a year. SHOCKING. Any sort of he/she doesn't do the chores. If the issue is big enough they tell friends about it, then communication usually isn't possible or isn't productive. Eventually someone's going to be pissed about the greasy pan being put on a sink full of soapy dishes, and that's that. A very frustrated marriage counselor. I was hanging out with someone, cooking, and she said, "Oh, take a video of me stirring this so that boyfriend knows that I'm actually doing what I said I was doing and not out cheating on him." Or something akin to that. They also bought a house together within 6 months. Not being mentally morally strong enough to have their wedding the way they wanted and caving into the mommies who have always dreamt how their child's wedding would be. If they start sharing Joker Harley memes, I have to ask my husband if I can go. One party gets mad if the other even so much as looks at another person or even has a celebrity crush or something. Joint Facebook accounts. Every post they make is about how much they're in love. They only talk about each other or their relationship. One of them has a substance problem,